Hey everyone, my name is Chester, founder of Droneforge, and you're here because you bought a Nimbus and you're just opening up the case. And I'm here to help you get set up and get you flying in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so come along. So the first thing that you need to do is that you need to go to your favorite browser and you have to go to the droneforge.com. You're gonna find one of the buttons that says download the SDK. When you click that button, you're gonna download the most recent up-to-date application that we've shipped. Once you have that downloaded, you're gonna wanna open it up. And it's very key here that, on macOS users specifically, there's two sort of permissions that you have to grant. We have to get access to your ports, your COM ports, and we have to get access to your camera. This is the way that the drone actually is capable of communicating its video feed directly to your application. The first thing that you open up the application is going to be to sign in. So you're gonna wanna click sign in. You're going to want to create an account with us. And then usually there's gonna be a pop-up that says go back to the previous screen. So we're gonna make sure to do that and you should be in the application. So now it's a good time to look at the packaging that came in your mail. Let's get a little accustomed with what came with it so that we can get you up and running. The Nimbus is the gray box that came in the brown packaging. Nimbus is responsible for receiving and transmitting commands for the drone, and it should come with a USB-C cable. That's what we're gonna be using to connect the Nimbus to your computer. You also ordered a drone that's gonna come in. This is the Beta FPV Air 75 model directly from Beta FPV with a slight modification. So alongside the drone, there's gonna be a black mount with an optical rangefinder. This optical rangefinder is gonna be responsible for measuring the height off the ground that your drone is and to be able to measure lateral velocity, so how fast it's moving side to side. So it's extremely important to keep the sensor safe. I'll teach you guys how to mount this in a couple of seconds. Alongside that mount and optical rangefinder, there's gonna be some extra legs. And last but not least, there's a connector, a USB-C connector to be able to flash your drone and update your drone as we keep publishing updates. So now the very first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your Nimbus and your USB-C connector, and you're just gonna be plugging it in. So I like to just slide mine in right there. You connect it via the USB-C port on the side of the Nimbus, and you connect it to your computer. And if it all goes well, there's gonna be an auto update that's gonna be running. It's important to not disconnect the Nimbus at this time. Let's make sure it updates. Let's make sure the newest version is in. It should do it all automatically, so we'll just give it a couple seconds. You should be seeing now a little screen that says connect your drone. So because you guys are the first time users, we're gonna be binding your drone. So we're gonna click continue. So first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the drone and we're going to grab the little cable, the black connector cable, and the USB-C board that says Beta FPV. It should come in a little plastic bag. The first thing that we're gonna do is connect the creamish end of the black Beta FPV board with the black cable. Next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the drone, and on the bottom there is a sort of like similar creamish connector. We're just gonna make sure that this other end of the black cable gets just like slid on to here. Reminder, this other colorful cable that comes with the drone, that's for the optical rangefinder, that's for connecting your sensor. This does not need to be plugged in, and it's actually not recommended for it to be plugged in. Let's make sure we leave the Nimbus on during this process so that they properly get to bind at the end of the process. We're going to grab an extra USB-C port, our USB-C cable. Make sure it's a data cable. We're going to connect that to our computer. And it should turn on. There will be like a pop-up that says, hey, there's a new device that's been identified. You're gonna click allow, you're gonna click done, and you're gonna go to the next step in the modal, and it should say that the connection has been established, and there should be a flashing button on the top right. You're gonna make sure you wanna click that and wait for it to flash. It's important to note that we should not unplug the drone during this time. The drone's kind of like doing its thing, so don't worry about that. Great, so now that it's flashed, we're gonna click continue or next. And we're gonna see there's an additional flashing option that we have to do. This is for the actual flight controller. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna click flash the flight controller, and we're just gonna let it do its thing. Great, so now it just finished flashing the flight controller. We're gonna click next, and this is not the binding phase. Great, so now you grab your drone, you just finished flashing everything. And what we're gonna do is we're going to grab the sensor, the optical rangefinder, and we're gonna slide it into the drone. We're gonna have to make sure that the connector piece is facing forward towards the direction of the camera. So when you look the drone directly forward, the camera and the cream connector should be facing you. We're gonna make sure that fits snug. Then we're gonna grab the connector, the colorful connector, and we are going to just plug it in. Great, so now you have your drone, it's flashed, the optical rangefinder's on, and now when you want to grab one of your charged batteries, what we're going to do is we're going to plug it in and unplug it 3 times in a row to get this drone in binding mode. So we're just going to do it 1, 2, 3, and then you can see that the lighting has changed. The colorful lighting pattern on the drone has changed. Now we're going to go back to our application and we're going to click bind. So what this does is that it sends a command for the Nimbus to bind with the drone. If the lighting speed hasn't changed, just hit bind a couple more times. It should be able to get working. And if you did it right, the binding pattern should slow down and it should be kind of like singular blinks. That means it's getting binded right now. So it just be just a couple more seconds and that should be it. We are going to do just 2 more steps. We're going to write the name of the drone that you want to call it. Where it says the scan VRX option, we're going to click that button to make sure that the Nimbus understands what video channel the drone's on. So we're going to click that one more time, and you should be able to see the drone's stream kind of like coming into your computer. That means everything's working so far. And we're going to click skip calibration. So now you should be able to put your drone down, make sure the battery is plugged in, make sure the Nimbus is plugged in. On the bottom left, you should see drone link is green, the Nimbus link is green. We're gonna click start. 3, 2, 1. And the drone should arm, the motor should be spinning. And if you click go, it's gonna take off 1 meter high. Great, so now that it's flying, you should be all ready to go to use the Python SDK or keep using the application. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to support@droneforge.us, where they're 24/7. See you guys.